end of the season is fast approaching now, but Chelsea still have 4 games remaining. Next up, a visit from Nottingham Forest, a relegation battling Nottingham Forest. Before we crack on, as ever, please do like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. We are, again, fast approaching. If you wish to support even further and become a member of the channel, click the join button below. And again, like I said, fast approaching the end of the season now. The videos are going to be coming out thick and fast now. We've got a lot of stuff planned, but it's rare that these days where we are looking for a second successive victory, no less under Mr. Frank Lampard. With the games to follow after this one, a win against Forest will surely add some confidence leading into those games and leading into next season. Lampard indicated that, a one win could be enough to change the balance, change the mood, change the atmosphere behind the scenes, but also said it's up to the players to keep going. So we are no further back as we are any further forward. Chelsea have won 6 successive home games against Nottingham Forest in all competitions, with the last 5 of those all coming in domestic cup competitions. Coming into this match, the Blues, however, are winless in 6 home games in all competitions. Their worst run since they went 10 without a win at Stamford Bridge between November 1987 and April of 1988. Despite being in the relegation battle, Nottingham Forest, our opponents, have scored the same amount of goals as us. 34, if I'm not mistaken. It is just, I think there's 6 teams below us now that have scored more goals. Palace have scored more goals than us. Bournemouth more than us. West Ham more than us. Nottingham Forest the same as us. Everton just 2 less than us. And then you've got Leicester and Leeds, who are in the relegation, the bottom 3, have scored 10 or more than us. It's something else, isn't it? It really is. The same old story. It's a case of the same old in this game. Once again, we're faced with the reality that the season is over. So who starts? Who starts? That's the question. Who gets game time? Why would we field players that are definitely not playing, that are definitely leaving at the end of the season? Should we field youngsters? We found out very well how that got on for us last game in our first win, and nearly coming up to 2 months without a win. I think it's probably best that we stick with what we know. At the very least, I want to see Badiashile rewarded for his performance. Frankly, I do see changes happening in a lot of places. Chilwell will miss this game, but could be back before the last game of the season. Fofana is expected to return, and Lewis Hall could get game time as well. Most likely, he will go on that left-hand side now with Chilwell joining Cucurella on the sidelines. Elsewhere, it's impossible to go to ever guess who or what are going to be put in our attack, or what our attack is going to look like in general. But once again, I think Madueke should start. The likes of Sterling, the Pulisic you could probably put in that realm of, is he actually going to play next season? Is he going to go next season? Your Ziyech as well. Neither of those players really do play in general. In terms of starting 11s, I think it's a tricky one, because Azpilicueta's having to fill in for Reece James, and now Chilwell's injured. You've got to expect maybe Chalobah on the right, and Azpilicueta might play on the left. I'd like to see Lewis Hall personally. Kepa in goal, obviously, as well. Silva and Badiashile is the likely 2 at the back. With Fofana is allegedly back from injury, but Koulibaly obviously won't be eligible with his injury. Then you've got Gallagher, who, let's face it, has kind of proven people that, whilst he might not be the best player, he might not be overly, providing too much. Other than his efforts, his determination, his enthusiasm, which again, for the most part, is something that a lot of the players in the team aren't giving. They don't give that sort of dedication that he does. Enzo Fernandez and Kante, that middle three could work for me. Kovacic, again, is one of those players. I don't think he's going to be here next season. Do I like Kovacic? I love Kovacic. Don't get me wrong. He's one of my favourite players as of, the last few seasons. But do I think his time at Chelsea has come to an end? I think so. I don't think he's going to be playing for us next season. And so for that reason, I think it might actually benefit us not playing him. He hasn't been great lately. Front three, there's all sorts of stuff going around with Felix these days. But yeah, whether or not he signs a new loan deal with another Premier League team, which has been the case reported wise. Mudryk and Madueke, probably the wingers for me against Forest tomorrow. But again, you know what it's like this season. You know what it's like. It's an absolute mess in terms of consistency, in terms of lineups. So you can never truly predict what the starting 11 is going to be. Predictions-wise for the game, though, score-wise, there is no reason for us to underestimate this Forest side. If anything, this season has taught us is that anyone can beat us if they are up for it. And with just the side, Nottingham Forest, being just 3 points off the drop, with 3 games to go, you best believe that they're going to be up for the challenge, especially given, they managed to get a draw against us on New Year's Day. Now, score-wise, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw, maybe 1-1, but a draw nonetheless. Our home form is abysmal with 6 wins, 5 draws and 6 losses. We're in 15th place in terms of home record, the home form table this season. 15th place. As if it couldn't get any worse with us being in 11th. Our home form is absolutely terrible. I don't know what we look like as our away. I would assume it's probably better, no? But away form, 10th. But, I mean, we're not playing away, so it doesn't really matter. It's anyone's game tomorrow, but I am expecting goals is what I'm trying to say. But I'm rambling. You can tell the end of the season is coming. I didn't even do my hair today. With that said, though, let me know your predictions down below. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications to be notified of any future content on the channel. If you want to become a member, please do click the join button down below. My name is Harry, up the Chelsea. I hope you're all doing brilliantly. And peace.